Welcome to another episode of Pick a Side Podcast. I'm a co-host, Joel. I got JC to the left of me and River to the right of me. So before the podcast started, we were talking about the Rockets and if their small ball
Am
can
I
work.
bugging though?
About what?
PJ Tucker being able to guard AD?
Come on. I think he can.
Oh
he done it before. He literally did it last time they played, bro.
Oh my god! All right.
You didn't watch the game.
Nah, I did.
Strapped him
bro.
in the fourth.
All right, so you're gonna do it in a playoff series? You have faith in that?
AD
You know what?
AD has been
So,
struggling
so-
against
so-
the Clippers
so-
and the
so-
Rockets.
so, yeah.
AD has been
What you
struggling
mean
in
he
the
just
fourth
had
quarters.
He just had 34.
I
on
said the
Clips, and they
fourth
won.
quarters.
Anyways,
He
yo,
did
look,
because of
so
LeBron.
what?
AD had 2 points in that fourth quarter.
Bro, he had
didn't-
34. He was the best player on the court
he
that
had 2
game.
points in that fourth
What did
quarter.
LeBron do that game? That's my
LeBron
favorite
hit the
player.
game winner.
Bro, he was 4 for like 16 the
And
whole
he had
game.
9 in the fourth.
He was playing
with
defense
4
though.
assists.
He was playing defense though.
So the question
80 was
that
cooking
you
the whole game,
asked,
though. Not just
First three
three
quarters.
quarters. Yeah, that's important.
It is, but you got to show up in
Who
the
was
fourth.
guarding him?
Jermichael Green. Patrick Patterson. like you supposed to kill.
So he can't kill PJ though. He can kill.
I've
that
seen
man.
him not do it. That's
All right,
why
so we're gonna see when the playoffs starts. But anyways,
PJ's mad
go
strong,
ahead.
bro. He's not gonna post PJ up and just think he can box him down.
All right, we'll see.
so okay, the question that you asked is, can the Rockets small ball work?
Yes, against a dominant big man.
So like
Like
AD,
a Jokic,
the Joker,
AD.
Embiid.
So you said
And Embiid, yeah. Well,
I
he
don't-
plays in the East though.
Have they
But
played
I
Embiid
think
with
I
the small
think
ball lineup?
Jokic. Yeah, I think they did beat them. Yeah. Look, I think Jokic. He's not even a concern. If I'm
No,
the
he doesn't-
Rockets, I'm really. It's
he-
not a concern for me if I'm the Rockets.
He plays outside, so
Nah,
I
he
mean,
really
they have
does.
Bobo, the Joker, so they have a pretty big
Bobo
team.
hasn't even played good since it's actually like the games have mattered.
I mean, he's still a threat.
defensively,
how?
at least
He is
defensively,
defensively. He can
at
guard
least.
Robert Covington.
What the hell?
Bobo can guard Robert
Nah, but like,
Covington.
look, but I get what he's saying because if you have Robert Covington on the outside, that neutralizes Bobo. You know what I mean? Because he can't
mean-
leave Robert. Robert's a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, that's
so that's
true.
where I say the small ball works. But I'm just talking about
They was
strictly
leaving
on the
PJ.
defensive.
They was leaving
on the-
PJ Tucker open
on
the
the
other day.
defensive end. Yeah, he's
When it comes to
Shit,
Anthony
he's
Davis and
nasty. He's
guarding big men, like if they face the Lakers in a series, the Rockets can beat the Lakers because you don't have anybody that can guard Anthony Davis, but the Lakers
here we
have
go.
no guards that can guard James Harden or Russell Westbrook.
They put AD on Westbrook.
Yeah, that's not
Nah,
gonna
I
work.
remember that last
They
game. was
did.
very
They put
bad.
AD on Westbrook.
They put
Um,
Kuzma on Westbrook, and Kuzma
that was bad
Westbrook
matchup.
was cooking.
Avery
Kuzma.
Bradley, they need Avery Bradley.
Bradley's
He's
gone, though.
done.
He's not
Yeah,
coming.
he's not doing.
I think Danny
We need
Green
him.
could do all right. Not saying he could.
He
awesome.
He
he's
would
been
have
a,
to guard Harden.
bro. He's been a brick.
Unless
like,
they-
this entire this entire like
Unless they
bubble,
put
and
LeBron
even
on
before
him.
he's been a brick.
You think they're gonna put LeBron on Harden since he's playing D now?
I wouldn't do it for the whole game. I'd probably do it in the fourth quarter.
I mean, if Harden's cooking, it's no point in switching that in the fourth because he's cooking already.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, so-
That's gonna be
Yeah,
tough.
once Harden is cooking, it's raps. Like doesn't matter.
Didn't
what
the
you
Rockets beat the Clippers too?
They beat the Clippers
Twice.
earlier in the season
Twice.
with Capella. Now there was 1-2.
Oh,
do. No,
one,
it's
two.
3. It's 2-2.
It was 2-2. I know they won 2
2-2.
games.
2-2.
They
Yeah.
won. Remember game 1, they won.
Check
when
it.
PG didn't play. Game 2, they lost. Game 3, they lost.
One
they
game,
won.
James Harden had
And then-
37 and they won,
And then
right?
game 4, they won. They played 4 times.
That's
they
when
they
James
split it
Harden
2-2.
shot that 3 in Kawhi's face and then tapped him.
That was
before it
the
went in.
third game. That was the third game. Yeah. It's 2-2 though.
The Rockets aren't bad, bro.
They beat them with no PG.
I swear to God, they faced 3 times.
No, they played 4, bro. You're
Nah, dude. Actually, you're right.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, it's
hallucinating.
2-2.
Yeah, I know it was 2-2.
They played them 4. I think they only played LA 3 times, right?
Yo, but let me ask you
I
something,
think
yo.
or 2.
I was reading something the other day, like on one of our YouTube channels, like one of our videos. This guy said that the Rockets are gonna regret trading Clint Capella when they have to go up against a dominant big man. How do you feel about that? Like I'm talking about a dominant big man. You know what I mean?
People have
'Cause
this.
did you think Capella was that bad?
Yeah.
You thought,
Like,
you think he's a bad
now,
player?
this is what I'm gonna say. People have this
Yeah.
People have
Nah,
this
he's not that bad.
misconception about Clint Capella because like he could catch lobs and set screens and he could play
And
a
protect
little
the
bit
rim?
of defense. But even that is a false narrative because like if you look at the advanced stats, Clint Capella was allowing 60%, like around a basket when he was guarding players. So when people would go into the paint, Clint Capella was allowing 60%. So he wasn't a threat. And since Robert Covington has been in the Rockets, their defense has been better.
Rocco.
And at the end of the day, Clint Capella's what, 6'10"? Robert Covington's 6'9"?
7. He's 6'7".
6'7"?
PJ Tucker 6'8", right?
No.
6'9".
PJ Tucker's 6'5".
PJ Tucker 6'5"?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, see, I told PJ Tucker. Holy.
Let's look at Robert Covington's height. Yeah, he's 6'7".
6'7".
He's mass. Well, that's what
He's
the
not
NBA.
smash
They
small.
dropped everybody's height.
But his wingspan is 7'2".
Yeah, he has a long wingspan.
He's nice.
And he's
good.
I've
actually
always
been
been
better
saying
around the rim than Clint Capella. So, you know, I don't think
I like
Capella's a
him.
drop-off.
I always liked Robert Covington.
Because, yeah, you lose Capella, but then you have floor
Shooters.
spacing. You have more shooters. Westbrook can unleash his maximum potential. Harden is gonna ball, and then you have all these shooters, and that's how they're gonna win. But like when it comes to a big man, yeah, they don't have anybody to guard Davis, but
and rebounding
nobody can guard Harden and Russell Westbrook
one-on-one
on the Lakers. Nobody. I think the Lakers don't want to see the Rockets. They don't want to see the Rockets because the Rockets are
for them.
The Rockets are going to be.
That is a bad matchup for LA. That's a very bad matchup for LA.
It's a bad
They're
matchup
probably
for the
facing them in the
Clips,
second round.
It's a better matchup for the Clippers than LA.
Yeah,
way better
they beat
matchup.
both of them though.
Yeah, but it's a
They
way
got 2
better
on the
matchup.
Clippers. How many wins they got against the Lakers? 2, right? Or
Who?
1?
Who?
The Rockets.
I
They
think
got 1 or
one.
2.
Clippers got 2 against both of them.
Yeah, Lakers.
And
won
both
that.
of them-
Lakers won that last game.
Yeah,
James.
he was hurt. Every time them two teams beat the Clippers, they're hurt.
I think they only they face
They're gonna play again though,
they
right?
face January
Yeah,
18th.
they play one more time.
They're playing Thursday.
It's gonna be a good game.
We're gonna see. I think these
Avery
bubble games,
Bradley
they playing
really-
hard in these bubble
Avery
games
Bradley
too.
really, they need him.
They faced them 2 times. It's tied 1-1 the series.
Yeah. We were watching that one game when the first game, the small ball. Remember when the Lakers blew that game? They blew that game, and Robert Covington hit some shit in the corner that was crazy.
Now, do you think the small ball can work?
What do you mean by work? Like,
They can win a championship.
oh no. I think you guys could go deep though. Like, I truly do think you guys could definitely make this work for a couple years. Like, I think this is the best way to go. I do see you guys. You if you guys upset one of the teams,
and you got
Lakers
a
or
major
Clippers,
shot.
then I definitely could see it.
Like if you upset the Clippers or the Lakers, then you're gonna have the NBA.
Yeah,
on, like,
I definitely
whoa.
got you guys. If you guys upset one, I definitely got you guys going to the finals.
Definitely though. So they upset. Let's say
So
the
if they
Lakers.
beat the Lakers, you
got
got
them
them
beating
going
the
to
Clippers?
I'm scared. I'm scared.
You're scared, but who do you have winning?
I don't know. It depends on how they beat the Lakers. But I would be scared if they beat the Lakers because it's like,
'Cause if
damn.
they beat the Clippers.
You think the Clippers can beat the Rockets?
I think that's the only team that can match up well with the Rockets. Like, it's not a mismatch.
Who you
LA
putting
has
on-
many mismatches.
Who you putting on the Clippers to guard Harden
They would do the same thing. You put Kawhi on.
or Pat Bev? They put Pat Bev on him a lot.
They throw it different, but I think now it's like
I know Joel thinks that Kawhi can't check Harden.
He can't.
he can, but he has a better chance than anybody in LA. He has a better
How
chance
about
than anybody in LA.
PG-13?
He can't either.
PG guards Westbrook. But look who the Clippers have to guard, and look who LA has to guard. You know?
Nah, the Clippers got 2 good defenders though.
Yeah, Pat
Tucker-
Bev you can guard. You got
Tucker,
PJ.
Robert Covington's a good defender. I like.
No, I'm saying the
Roko's
Lakers
my
don't
guy,
have
but
anybody to throw at Harden and Westbrook. Like,
I think the Lakers are really just gonna.
would you rather throw Danny Green or Paul George?
Oh,
And you have defenders to throw at LeBron. You can throw Robert Covington. You can throw PJ Tucker.
Can't guard him.
You can throw
But
Daniel
I get what you're saying.
House.
I get what you're saying. They can't guard him,
Mute.
but you know.
Damari Carroll.
LeBron's actually struggled
guard him.
offensively against the Clippers. He doesn't struggle against Houston.
Now look, you ready for this hot take?
What's this hot take?
So remember in 2011 when the Dallas Mavericks won a championship and
Yeah.
nobody expected them to win a championship?
when they were
Right.
the 6th seed.
This run right here in this bubble, Houston is gonna win the championship exactly like that. Everybody's counting Houston out, and Houston is going to win the championship.
Okay.
They're going to, and when you
Okay.
talk about the Clippers, I'm not even worried about the Clippers because the series is tied 2-2. But JC, I'm gonna give you the stat, right? The last game that they played that the Clippers won by 15, the Rockets shot 16% from 3, and they shot 42 of them. The Clippers shot 36%, and they only beat them by 15.
Mm-hmm.
The Rockets in that game had less turnovers, had more points in the paint. The 3 just wasn't falling. If that 3 ball is falling, the Clippers don't stand a chance.
Now watch this.
They don't
Ask
stand
him-
a chance.
Ask him
So
how
wait.
wait. Before you
Alright, go
continue,
ahead.
ask him how many times the Clippers were healthy when they played.
How many times was the Clippers healthy when you played? I don't think they were healthy anytime.
You mean Kawhi and George played?
They-
the full starting 5?
Kawhi and Paul George played?
Yeah.
They actually 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me they
What are you
they
talking
beat
about?
them? They beat them twice, and they beat them once when they were healthy. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
Oh.
So?
And you're basing that one win when they beat them once when they were unhealthy.
Wait, how many times did they face when the Rockets were fully healthy?
All
Eric
4
Gordon
times.
was out.
Oh my God.
What do you mean? Eric Gordon's like the 3rd leading scorer.
He's shooting horrible.
But he's their
Nah,
3rd
he's shooting
leading
like
scorer.
38%.
Yeah, like he's not like.
But he's their 3rd
Yo,
leading
let me ask
scorer.
They can
Right.
contain him. He's not.
What seed are the Rockets right now? Because it's
Fourth?
They're 4th.
they're 4th.
They're ahead of Utah and Oklahoma City.
Okay, so let's just say it ends and they end at the 4th seed.
They face Utah or OKC first round.
And they'll face LA in the second.
The Lakers.
Lakers.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Oh man.
I hope they go that route. Honestly.
So
'Cause I'm telling you
what
from-
seed would they have to get to play the Clippers? Just ask.
3.
They have to get to 3. How
Or
far?
6. 3 or 6. They have to touch 3 or
How
6.
far are they from 3?
They're not far. It's mad close.
2 games back since Denver.
They don't
want to
see the Clippers in the second round. It'll be a failed season. They don't want to see that.
I want to see that.
They're gonna lose.
I want to see
You know,
the Rockets
you know
and
what's the
Clippers.
thing?
I
You know
really
what's the
do.
thing?
They're gonna lose.
Is that from everything that all the information I've
He's
been
relying
gathering,
on Westbrook and Harden in a playoff game. They're gonna lose. They're gonna
From
we have
all the
Kawhi. They're
information-
gonna lose.
from all the information I've been gathering, I've been looking at
Oh my gosh.
Harden interviews, Westbrook interviews. Harden, he didn't even want to talk about Giannis. Harden's just on a mission right now.
Good
Harden's
mission.
on a mission to
You
win
need
his
to get a
first
mission.
ever
You have no ring.
championship. Rachel Nichols interviewed him earlier in the season, and James Harden said, they're going to respect me once I win a championship, and I'm going to get it. He said it earlier this season.
He probably says
And
that every year.
I believe James Harden when he says that. He's playing with his best friend in Russell Westbrook. And you're talking about trusting James Harden and Russell Westbrook. You mean trusting a guy who averaged 35 against the 73-9 win Warriors team with a KD,
We have a 2-time Finals MVP.
2 times Finals MVP, 1 time he didn't even deserve it. So I'm not even
Wait, which one he didn't deserve?
with the Spurs.
Whether you
Time out.
but whether you believe that or not, Harden has nothing. He doesn't have one.
Wait,
so
who do you think deserved it that year?
Tim Duncan.
Because Kawhi
Sammy
Leonard
D.
was averaging 20 points, playing lockdown defense, shooting 60%
You know-
from the
you know,
field.
I don't
Bro,
even
he
care.
shot 57%
I don't even
from
care about
the
that. I
three
don't
in that
acknowledge
finals.
that,
Bro. No,
Wait,
he deserved it.
How many
Because
games did that Finals go to?
5.
5. I swear to God, you switch out Kawhi Leonard for 2013 Chandler Parsons on the Rockets, they still win that championship.
That is the dumbest shit I've probably ever
swear to
heard.
God.
So he's gonna check.
Chandler
so
Parsons
he's gonna be-
averaged 16 that year,
So
bro.
he's gonna be
So
checking.
He
what?
wasn't a scrub.
So he's gonna
He
be
wasn't
checking.
a-
He's gonna be checking LeBron like
He
how
wasn't a
Kawhi is checking
defender
LeBron.
like Kawhi.
5
Yo, look at
games, bro.
LeBron's
5
stats
games.
when Kawhi was guarding him. That
No.
finals.
It wasn't just. It's like, bro, they wouldn't have got past OKC if you trade Chandler Parsons for Kawhi.
Chandler
Like you
Parsons,
sound
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
He couldn't
It
go.
would have
like,
happened.
Like you,
Kawhi,
you just be trying to
bro,
downgrade.
here's the
Like, you
thing.
be trying to downplay Kawhi. That's why Harden has no ring. He'll never win one.
That's why
Westbrook
Kawhi
too,
has been
like-
Kawhi recently has been super overrated by fans because this man literally everywhere he goes, he has one of the best teams in the league. He goes to San Antonio. He gets drafted into a great organization.
dynasty.
They have a stacked roster. He goes to Toronto. They have a stacked roster. That same roster is second in the East right now.
They
Somehow
just beat the
that's-
And they're
Lakers.
close to the first
And
seed.
somehow that's his fault.
And then he goes to the Clippers, and they're the most stacked roster in the NBA. There's not a question about that.
Nah, Clippers got the best team in the
But when
league.
you're
LA.
talking about trusting Harden and Westbrook in the playoffs, what makes me trust PG-13 in the playoff series? What makes me trust Lou Williams in the playoff
You don't need
series?
to listen. You don't need to trust all of them. You just need to trust that one man, and that is Kawhi Leonard. That's who you need to trust. That's all you need. First of all, you don't have to trust because you guys aren't going to win, and you aren't going to get that far. You're going to get bounced out by the Lakers, and it's going to be Lakers and the Clippers where it should be. That's the final.
What's going to happen is that the Rockets are going to go on one of the most historic runs in
You've been
NBA
saying that for
history.
like 5 years.
They're going to beat whoever in the first round, whether it be
JC.
OKC and Utah. Next round, they'll beat the Lakers because I believe that'll be the
and
matchup.
then when they lose,
a
he's going to
1-4
say,
matchup.
bro, the team wasn't
Then
good
in the
enough,
Western
bro.
Conference Finals,
We have the
then
video
in the
right
Western
now.
Conference Finals, they'll beat the Clippers. Then in the finals, they'll beat the Bucks. And they'll beat Lakers, Clippers, Bucks like that, and we'll look back and be like, Harden really was on a mission that year.
Imagine
That's
really
what I'm
dreaming that.
predicting. That's what's gonna happen. Westbrook and Harden are gonna play on a different level. Like I don't think you understand how good they're gonna play in the playoffs. I don't think you understand how good they're gonna play.
Didn't he say this last year too?
Didn't you just a couple
He
of
said it
moments
last year, right?
a couple of moments ago, didn't you just say that if the Rockets were to beat the Lakers and you think that they can, you'd be very scared.
It's a big if. But if they beat him, yeah, I'd be
They have to
scared.
do it first, though.
But I would.
But you think they could beat them?
But I would put my money, which is who I trust, in LeBron.
But you think
Because
that
you
Rockets
you
can
say
beat them.
Harden's on a
See,
mission.
Harden is
But
on
you
this-
trust
no,
LeBron,
Harden is
but
on-
Harden's
that's
on
about AD.
No, yeah, Harden's AD's for the minimum playoff games he's played in is pretty good.
You just said that PJ Tucker could guard him.
Yeah,
could guard him, but like you have to understand something though. They have LeBron James. Like you say, Harden's on a mission.
LeBron
Westbrook's on a
is
mission.
on a
Come
mission.
playoff time, we got. They have LeBron James.
Bro,
All that
LeBron.
Harden garbage is out the window. They have a top 2 player ever. You guys have Harden and Westbrook.
What? Why are you diminishing them like
Well, what's a
that?
better duo, Harden and
No,
Westbrook or LeBron?
what's a
and
better
AD?
like guy? Harden and LeBron. LeBron.
Right now is Harden.
Oh my God.
Harden's the best player in the NBA right now. Like LeBron's
say
not even
that.
in his prime.
he's
Harden is
still
in his
better
prime.
than your team.
He's averaging 35, 34 a game. He's been averaging 30 for the past 3
He's averaging
seasons.
35.3.
35 right
LeBron's
now.
averaging
35.3.
25 and 10.
LeBron's averaging 26, 8, and
Oh,
11.
LeBron's averaging 25 and 10.
No, 26, 8, and 11.
Oh, 11.
He's leading the league in assists.
26 and 11.
26, 8, and 11.
Harden averaged 28 and 11 in 2016.
LeBron did it at 35 years old. Harden did it at what, 27?
Yeah, that's the first time LeBron's ever done it. So actually,
first time he
Harden
got the
did it.
opportunity
Harden
to do
did
it.
it younger than LeBron has ever done it.
So Harden did it at 27, right? You know what LeBron was doing at 27? In the finals. That's really crazy. Like, dang.
He went and formed a super team. He was supposed to go to the finals.
Word.
Harden's never left Houston.
Sucks to him. Leave. Tell your GM
He doesn't
do better.
want it. He doesn't want to.
All right, you'll continue to lose forever.
I mean, I'd rather appreciate a player like that. Same, Dame will probably never win in Portland, but we appreciate him
It's
as fans
Portland,
for never
though.
leaving Portland.
Okay, so let's appreciate it. Dirk never left Dallas. Champ. Kobe never left LA. Champ. So we're just gonna praise
Jordan never left them.
Yeah, we're
Well,
just gonna,
he was dead,
we're just gonna
technically,
praise
but you
Harden
know
because
what I
he
mean.
never left and you guys never won.
And LeBron went back and won with Cleveland, though. People forget that.
No, yeah, I'm not
Wait,
trying to
look.
diminish
Hakeem
LeBron.
never left Houston either.
He got
Two-time champ.
back-to-back.
I'm not trying to
Role
diminish.
players.
I'm not trying to diminish LeBron.
No, he's better.
But
than
I'm
your
just
team.
saying, LeBron
By
is not
far.
better than James Harden right now. James Harden is playing on a different level.
Yeah, start the show.
I don't think you understand.
Did not start the show.
We're starting already.
No, yeah, talk the topics. Talk about the topics. Chat, right? Talk about.
Hey, man.
Bro, what the?
This year, he's
Harden
not.
has never been better than LeBron a day in his life.
This year
like
he
literally
is.
a day in his life, he's never been better than LeBron.
This
like
year?
there's never been a day where people woke up and said, "Yeah," other than you, and said, "Yeah, Harden's better than LeBron."
This
There's never
year.
been a day.
This
There never
year.
will be a day,
This year.
bro. cut
You're
it
not
out.
taking Harden over LeBron this year.
You wouldn't take Harden over LeBron any year, any day, any week. Like what?
Well,
That's LeBron James.
duo wise, James Harden
That's
or
LeBron James.
James Harden, Russell Westbrook, or AD and LeBron.
LeBron. That's LeBron. Like LeBron.
Who are you
LeBron.
I'm a LeBron fan, so I'm a little biased. But if I had to put my bias aside, I'm taking
Westbrook
LeBron,
and
bro.
Harden.
AD is better than Westbrook.
Yeah, he is.
Westbrook and Harden are averaging the most points that any duo has
Good
ever
job. I'm
averaged.
glad.
Westbrook's averaging 27, right? And
Harden's
James Harden's
averaging
averaging 35.3.
That's good. LeBron might win MVP and AD might win DPOI. Or any of those two guys might do
LeBron's
either.
not winning MVP. You just said Giannis is going
I
to be a
just said.
two-time
What did I
MVP.
just say?
He said
LeBron might win MVP.
I don't
AD,
think he's
But we
might-
know he's not.
Okay, he'll finish 2. Where's Harden gonna finish? What about Westbrook?
Top
Mike
five.
top 5.
Oh, good for him. LeBron's gonna finish 2. What about AD? He's gonna finish 2 or 1 in DPOI. Where's Harden gonna finish? Since he's an elite defender, nowhere. Where's Westbrook gonna
He's an
finish?
elite post
Nowhere.
defender.
So what are you saying to me? Like, what are you saying to me?
Wait, what the hell?
What are you
So
saying to
you're
me?
saying because Harden is not going to finish top 5 in MVP voting, and
Did not
neither
say
is
that.
Russell Westbrook,
Didn't say that.
then that's supposed to mean something. You're putting AD over them like AD has an MVP.
I'm not putting AD over
Harden
Harden.
and
I'm not
Westbrook
putting
both
AD over
have an
Harden.
MVP.
I'm not putting AD over Harden. I'm not putting AD over Harden. I am gonna put AD over Westbrook though.
You're gonna put AD over MVP. Aren't you the same person on Twitter that always says what has AD done to be over these guys that have won rings
I never
and
put
finals
Westbrook in
and
that. I
MVPs
never
and
put Westbrook
DPOY?
in that name. I put Harden. I just said I'm not putting AD over Harden. I never in my life said Westbrook in that conversation. No, so I don't know what you're talking about. And
You don't
keep
think
talk-
it's a debate that between
you
Davis
can't-
and Westbrook?
Wait, it is probably.
They're both top 10, right?
Yeah, they're both top 10. AD is arguably
You don't think
top
it's a
top
five.
debate
better
that
You
an
have AD in
MVP
your
is
top
better than
5.
AD?
Yeah, you did
You have AD in
in
your top. Nobody over here has Westbrook in
Time
their
out.
top
You didn't
5.
have Westbrook in your top 5 when you mentioned it
Yeah,
earlier.
because
either.
nobody does, bro. Nobody does. Like Westbrook ain't a top 5 player.
He
Come
was
on,
in
bro.
2016.
Yeah, but right now he's not. AD is. You have him in your top 5.
Yo, well, how about 27, 7, and 7 with his most efficient season ever?
Still not in the top 5.
What would you got him? Top 7?
He's playing like a top 5 player this year.
27, 7, and 7 is LeBron numbers.
He did it when healthy though. We talk about like just this season. LeBron, Giannis. There's no order. LeBron, Giannis, Harden, AD,
Kawhi.
Kawhi. You could maybe Luka over him too.
You think Luka's better than Westbrook, Joel?
You just talk about this
Nah, I'm just
season.
asking him because he said maybe Luka. I'm asking what you
Luka,
think.
no.
Nah?
If you just talk about this season,
Yeah.
maybe talk about in general.
Oh,
when
but if
health-
everybody's healthy,
healthy,
no,
he's
he's
not,
not top
even
5.
sniffing
He's
the
not
top
top
5. I
5.
don't know what he's talking about. AD's better than.
But it's funny
And then
because
LeBron is just better
because
than
you
both of them
try
put
you
together.
try to use that as your argument like Westbrook
I'm not arguing with
isn't
you.
going to finish in the MVP conversation. Neither is Harden or in the DPOY. But Kawhi, you have in your top 5, and he's not going to finish anywhere near those awards either.
He's gonna finish top 5 in MVP. You have to go look at it. I know you don't look at stuff like that, but you have to go look at it.
Is
but
he really
he's not going to
Yeah.
finish.
You know why? Because he doesn't play enough games. He misses back to back.
So if we're
So
talking
James Harden's better than LeBron.
if we're this
Forget all
season,
that.
yes.
James Harden's better
This
than LeBron.
season, yes. LeBron just lost to the Raptors.
Harden lost to the Knicks.
Did he?
Yes.
He lost to the
The
Knicks.
game-winning bucket was on Tucker though. It wasn't a hard.
Oh, they're look. Yeah, he lost to the Knicks, bro. Like, what?
And he also beat the Milwaukee Bucks
Yes.
So did LeBron.
and the Dallas.
So did
Mavericks.
LeBron.
They both
And the Dallas
smoked them.
Mavericks.
So did LeBron.
And they're gonna beat the Trailblazers this
So did
Tuesday.
LeBron.
And they're gonna beat the Lakers this Thursday.
Oh, LeBron beat the Rockets too. What are you like? What are you saying? Like LeBron did
I'm
everything
saying
Harden
James.
did. King James. Say
This year is pretty much
So,
even though. If we're gonna
even
be
what?
honest, within the
that
teams
man
that they've
Harden
played,
has never. Oh.
because the Rockets are great
Yo,
against
imagine
teams over
Harden messes
500.
around and loses in
So
the
The
LeBron-
Rockets are
so the
17
Lakers.
and
That'd be
11,
crazy.
So the Lakers. They're 18 and 12, I think.
18 and 12.
Yeah.
So the Rockets are just as good as the Lakers in facing
It's not
teams
even
over
like home
500.
field matters this year anyway.
They're playing really hard in the bubble though. Like you
I
can
know,
see them
but
playing
it's
mad
not like
hard.
home field matters. I feel like every team that feels like they're at home. They got them
Look at
virtual.
James
They got
Harden's
them.
cut.
They got them virtual fans. Like
They don't work. Paul Pierce be mad as hell when Boston played. Like when he was getting smoked by Milwaukee, he was dumb tight.
I mean,
So look, well, do you think we're talking about the Rockets? So you do think Russell Westbrook will cost the Rockets come playoff time?
No,
me neither.
I don't think so. I think what's gonna end up costing Houston, like on a no bias serious note. Now we're on the serious note. Like that was all joking, ha ha. Westbrook, yeah. Now on a no bias serious note, I think what's gonna cost Houston is their role players not being able to step up and do their roles. Like you said, they're shooting 16% from three. Like the role players, that's usually what happens. The role players are not hitting, so it's just really gonna come down to Westbrook and Harden. And that's a lot to put on them together. So I don't think Westbrook. He may cost them.
A game.
What's the question again?
Cost them the series.
Oh no, he won't.
Well, he
cost
costs
them.
them come playoff time.
He won't cost a series. He may cost a game because Westbrook sometimes gets a little erratic, but he won't cost him a series. He's gonna play hard every play all the time. You can't deny that. It's gonna come down to the role players, and I think the role players in the end are gonna be the ones that cost the Rockets that championship you think they're gonna get.
So you think they're gonna get? I mean, no, I agree with Riv for the most part. I think James Harden, Russell Westbrook gonna ball out. I know there's
Even
couple.
PJ.
There's a no. PJ Tucker, all them role players, they have to hit their threes. They have to, I feel confident in them in them defending, but like Riv said, I need them to hit shots. I need PJ Tucker to be better than 33% from the corner. I need Robert Covington to hit threes. Now, like I said, if the role players are hitting their threes,
Wait, who's 33% from the
he
corner?
said PJ.
I think
PJ?
Is he 33?
Isn't he the best
I don't-
3-point?
Pardon me. No. That's his career 3-point rating. I don't know what he was shooting this year from the corner or wherever he shoots from.
That's where he shoots
Probably
from.
40%.
Okay.
That's all he shoots from.
So I'm gonna need
The
PJ Tucker.
shortest
all
three-point line.
Look. I agree. I think the role players will cost them, but I could reverse it and say if Harden and Westbrook ball out and the role players are hitting shots, I think they can compete with any team. I think they can win against any team if everybody's hitting their shots. They can't go for that 0 for 27 that they had like a couple years ago, or they just can't go over from
Why
the
don't you
3-point line.
how do you not adapt? That's just like crazy to me.
What's his? What you think?
Because
Joel?
it works. Why would you adapt to something that works?
If you're 0 for 20, it's to the point where, bro, you got to go to the basket.
0 for 27.
No, I'm saying, like, when you get to a point, it's like, bro,
You know,
go to the
those
basket.
Trevor
three-point
Ariza- Trevor
those
Ariza didn't
3-point
hit a
shots
three.
were open though.
Not all of them.
A lot
Some
of them
were
were.
horrible shots. Like
A lot of them. Trevor Ariza had a lot of
He was
open
0 for
shots.
11.
Yeah, okay, but it's to the point where, like, yo, bro, like, go to the basket. Like, we're not hitting. It's clear. Like, that's just, like, bro.
They lost
But
that game
there's
by
also,
single
but
digits too.
also a shooter's mentality is I'm gonna hit the next one.
That is true. That is very true.
So like you can't just say that, especially if it's open.
Yeah, that's true.
So look, is Russell Westbrook gonna cost Houston come playoff time?
No way.
The only team that is going to be possible against is the Clippers, because I feel like the Clippers are gonna double team Harden every single game, all 4 quarters, and they're gonna force the ball and they're gonna force the ball out of Harden's hands because Westbrook can't shoot, and Westbrook is gonna have to do something on offense. I think the Clippers' game plan is gonna be take Harden out the game, double team him, always have 2 bodies on him, and let's let Westbrook beat us by just getting 2s.
That's what they did.
That's where the role players need to come in and hit their shots.
That's when they did in LA the third game.
Yeah, they were doubling the half court. That's what I'm saying. That's when the role players like need to hit their shots. When Westbrook has those one-on-one opportunities, they clog the paint, kick out to your shooter. They have to hit their shots. If they don't, then this is a good defensive game plan.
So Westbrook could cost him just because he can't hit threes. But if Westbrook,
It also
by
depends
some,
it also depends on who's on Westbrook at the time of the double team. You know what I'm saying? Because usually Clippers double team Kawhi and Pat Bev and leave Paul George on Westbrook. So it's gonna be tricky if he's left 1-on-1 with Paul George for a whole full series. But I think it'll be the advantage if he's left with Pat Bev on him, because he could just cradle little man on him. So I
Pat
think
Bev
that
play D though.
he's little though.
He is little, but he plays
Mad
D.
little.
I just think that Russell Westbrook, if he magically starts making threes and he's respectable from there, then that game plan is out the window when the Rockets have a chance. But I still think that even if they double team Harden, Westbrook, an MVP, is still capable of winning a series and winning a few games, and having the Clippers back off from a game plan of doubling Harden.
Can I ask a question? When has he ever showed you he could win a series?
Since KD left.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when he's been a second man,
I said since KD left.
No, but he's a second man now.
he's a
Okay,
second
so
man
as a
now.
second
So
man,
when
when
he's
is he-
when he's been a second man with KD, he especially in the run when they went to the finals against the
2012.
Heat, he was amazing against the Spurs.
Right.
He was amazing throughout that whole playoff run. So I think Westbrook is capable of doing it.
Beating a team like this though,
I think San Antonio might be with them.
2012. That's a debate for another day.
So I think they can beat the Clippers. Westbrook, he's shown it. I mean, the game that the Rockets won, it was because Westbrook had 47. Westbrook had over 40 points.
He was cooking.
It was
He-
because
Harden had
Westbrook.
30.
Yeah, but it was because Westbrook was playing like the MVP that he is.
and Robert Covington had 18 points and
They
shot
didn't
really
play
good.
that game.
That was the first game they had that small ball. He definitely played. That was
The
the
only
first
time they
game
played
that-
small ball was when they got smoked
the
out.
first game that Robert Covington played on the Rockets when they started small ball was against the Lakers. I remember it was
Oh,
a,
wait,
it
you
was a
talking about the
Thursday night
Lakers or
game.
the
I was talking about the Clippers.
Oh,
They,
pardon me.
they only played that last
Oh,
game
okay.
small ball.
Well, that's small ball. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I hit their shots though.
So yeah, Russell Westbrook had 40 points, 10 rebounds. Harden had 28 and 10 assists. Kawhi played. Paul George played. Pat Bev played. Harrell played. Lou Will played. Shamit played. The only person that didn't
Montrezl
play
Harrell.
is Marcus Morris.
He wasn't there.
He's
I don't
been a
think.
dud.
Nah, he
since
wasn't
joined
there
the
yet.
Clippers, right, Riv?
Only
He's been a dud.
when
bro.
he hasn't scored against LA yet.
Yeah, you were telling me he's gonna be the X factor and all this. and
Should've
this has
been.
been horrible.
Literally should have been. It's another shooter. Like,
It's crazy.
You guys watched the game over the weekend, the Indiana and Philly game.
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I got to rewatch
The
it.
TJ
last
Warren
night.
explosion.
It was pretty good. It was good.
It was a nice 53.
He was hitting shots, and I'm just looking at him like,
He had
yo.
34 tonight, right? Today he had 34, 11 rebounds and like
that's
7
against
assists.
Washington, no.
Back to back good games.
So what do you think is going on with Philly right now?
I
Do you
think-
still believe in them as a team?
I think they have. Man.
They have a talented roster.
Hold on, excuse me. Is that water? I think they have the rotation problem. They have chemistry problems. You can see it on the court. They
Head
don't know what
coach
they're
problems.
doing. I really don't think it's the head coach right now.
Brett
Like,
Brown doesn't make adjustments at all, bro.
he doesn't, but at the
I
same
really
time,
feel like he doesn't know how to coach. That's just my personal opinion, though.
I don't think he's necessarily bad.
No, I think Brett Brown is bad.
I don't think.
I don't think
Brett
he's
I
like
think
I'm
he's a
saying
bad
right
coach.
now. I don't think he's the reason for what they're doing. I really feel like the chemistry is just really off right now.
I mean, yeah, you mean Shake Milton and Joel Embiid got into a fight the other day
Yeah, I
on
don't.
the sideline.
They shouldn't have lost that game
They shouldn't have.
at all. They shouldn't have lost that game.
No, but Brett Brown is definitely a bad coach.
Yeah, I think
he's been a bad
out-
coach.
He's out of there after this year.
If-
He has to be.
I don't think he's gonna be out of
This
there.
is why I think he's a bad coach. Let's just list the teams in the Eastern Conference. Raptors. Nick Nurse is a better coach, right?
Facts.
Okay. Brad Stevens.
Easily.
He's a better coach,
Mike
right?
Budenholzer.
Nate McMillan. He's a
Yes.
better coach in
Yeah.
Indiana.
Mike Budenholzer.
Mike Budenholzer.
Easily.
He's a better coach. I would put in Kenny Atkinson, but
He's
he's
not
not
there
in
anymore.
Brooklyn no more, right?
Eric Spoelstra.
Eric Spoelstra,
Ah,
he's a better coach.
absolutely.
Okay, then who else is in the Eastern Conference is in the playoffs? Orlando. Their coach. I forgot his
Steve
name.
Clifford.
Steve
Clifford's
Clifford.
He's a good coach.
You can
He's
say
not
that
bad
he's a better
coach.
coach than Brett Brown.
Debatable.
I'd rather have Steve
I'd
Clifford.
rather have Steve
I'd rather
Clifford
have
than Brett Brown.
Steve
Debatable.
Clifford carries
So out
teams
of-
that aren't as good as not carries them. He's coaching teams like
He's made the
Orlando. That
playoffs one time.
he's gonna make it twice this year.
Oh well, Orlando.
I mean, Orlando's roster is not that impressive.
They
Brett
brought-
Brown has an impressive roster. We got expectations of he got it to 6 seed.
Yeah,
I'd take Orlando's
I
coach.
think it goes either.
So
way.
out of every single playoff team
They might have
in
the
the
worst
in the
coach.
Eastern Conference, the Philly has the worst coach in Brett Brown.
Ah.
We can even name Western Conference, and he'll be the worst out of them too.
Go.
All right, Frank Vogel,
Yeah. Okay.
he's worse. Doc
Doc-
Rivers, of
he's
course.
worse.
Mike D'Antoni,
Okay.
Mike Malone.
Mike Malone,
Worse.
Okay.
he's worse.
Memphis coach. Seriously, we don't even know who that is.
I do.
He's
know who that
under the
is. I
Mike.
forgot
You know
his
he's
name.
under the Mike Budenholzer coaching
I
tree,
forgot his
right?
name.
What's his name?
His last name is Taylor, but he's a good coach. I mean, he got Memphis in the playoffs right now.
Nobody had Memphis playing. I mean,
I think that was more of the players.
Terry Stotts.
overachieving.
Terry Stotts
Okay,
in
yeah,
Portland.
Terry Stotts is a
got
good
it,
coach.
He's
Who-
not in the playoffs.
I know,
He's
but
not,
we
but
know
his
that he's a
record,
better
his
coach,
track
right?
record.
Oh, okay. So who's Washington's coach?
Scott Brooks.
That Scott Brooks is not that good, guy.
But-
he's not that good.
But
Gotta-
he,
he's gotta-
I think he
he's
might be
gotta
better than
find
Brett
the
Brown.
Finals appearance.
All right,
He had a
fine,
talent.
all
He had a talented
Yeah,
roster though.
Katie. All right,
Yeah,
keep going.
but okay, and then let's talk.
Who's Phoenix coach?
We're not gonna.
No,
do
I don't
that.
know about Phoenix, but
Who
let's
cares?
name the teams in the playoffs though.
You said the
Utah,
bubble.
Quinn Snyder.
Great
He's
coach.
better. OKC, Billy Donovan.
Good coach.
He's a better
They
coach.
used to say he was trash. That's crazy.
No way.
Then
Luke
who's this?
Walton. That's debatable.
Who's Dallas's coach
But
again?
Dallas's coach is Rick Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle's a great
Easily,
coach.
that was yeah.
So no, out of the playoff teams in the Eastern, outside of Brooklyn, because they have a vacancy in head coach.
We had Jock Vaughn. He's an
and he literally might be better than Brett Brown
Jock
too.
Vaughn.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough of a track record. I'm not gonna do that. That's
All right, but look,
I like Jock.
out of every single team that are in the playoffs in the Western Conference and in the Eastern Conference, Brett Brown is the worst coach.
He's terrible.
That being said, and every
he's not
single
the worst coach in the bubble though.
and every no,
Yeah, he's
probably
not
not.
Yeah.
But
You should hear what Philly fans say about that dude on the regular. Go
Yeah,
to
no,
our
you're right,
videos
you're
and
right.
see what
in
they say.
every
They
single
hate him.
series, one thing's certain is that Philly's
He's
gonna get outcoached.
You're right. Yeah,
Of
you're
course.
So that's why I think Brett Brown is a bad coach. Like you have a talented roster, but that's not just Philly's problem. I think Philly and Elton Brand, because he's a general manager there, he has always tried to fix cracks with glue,
Yeah, like Al Horford.
or he's always tried to fix cracks
Getting
with
Al
tape.
Horford. Al Horford.
And I'll tell you this:
he hasn't panned out.
Simmons and Embiid, they had Sarge there when Sarge was playing really well. He's averaging 16. Robert Covington was there. They had Landry Shamet there. T.J. McConnell was there. Let him go. But okay, you trade Shamet for Tobias Harris, right? You trade Sarge and Robert Covington for Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
You go pretty
Who doesn't
far in the
resign?
playoffs. You go to the second round.
You re-signed Tobias before Jimmy. That's
Jimmy wasn't gonna stay regardless. He said. I saw his interview that he felt the vibe that he wasn't gonna stay earlier.
They were
You-
just trying to pay him.
You re-sign
They messed
Tobias. You let go of Jimmy, and then you try to go for a
Well, you
quick
traded
fix.
Jimmy.
Yeah, you try to go for a quick
With
fix
Al Horford.
and sign Al Horford, who hasn't panned out
At
for
all.
Philly at all.
He's horrible.
And
this year.
Josh Richardson, the thought of
He's
having
just
him
okay.
is better than the actual player, Josh Richardson.
Yeah, he's just okay. Like he's
Like,
alright.
He's
He's
average.
a
He's mid.
solid
He's
player.
mid.
He's a solid.
and
player.
they got somebody else from Miami too. I think so. Maybe a pick or something.
pick.
I'm not sure.
yeah. They definitely have.
They got Thibault.
They have issues on the court with their rotation. They have issues. They have too many guys playing the same role. Like you throw out a lineup of Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson, Tobias Harris, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid. What the hell? Like
No, but that
It's a good
lineup.
defensive lineup though.
If you look at Philly's roster, their starting lineup and their bench players, they probably have the best group of role players in the NBA.
I agree.
With Thibault,
He's
with
good.
Shake Milton is not bad. You know, outside
came
Korkmaz,
up late. He came
Josh
up late,
Richardson's
though.
a role player.
Korkmaz, Josh Richardson, Tobias,
you have a lot of shooters.
Al Horford.
You have a lot of shooters. A lot of shooters.
So they should be better. I think they're
their lineup now
underachieving.
is Milton, Richardson, Harris, Ben Simmons, and Embiid.
The problem is I think they let Brett Brown stay way too long.
Yeah.
And another problem with Philly is that you didn't let this team grow together. You had a great core. They had I forgot they lost JJ Redick too.
They traded Fultz.
So, You had a
though.
great core that you could have just
I
let
know.
grow. Instead, Elton Brand, he saw an opportunity to win now with Embiid and Simmons and just try to go for a bunch
Would
of
you have done the
trades.
same thing? At the time.
If I'm being honest,
I mean, Al Horford.
I
was
think
coming
I
off a
would
good
have.
year.
I wouldn't have let go of Robert Covington, especially if it's a 1-year rental for Jimmy Butler. When the Warriors have KD still,
Yeah.
like you weren't winning the championship that year regardless. Like if you made it to
I
the
think
finals,
the goal was just to get there at that point. I mean, I think they tried to do whatever they can to keep Jimmy, honestly. But I don't know what they're going to do.
but
bro.
Jimmy even said that Brett Brown is the problem.
Yeah. So did
He's
JJ
even-
Redick.
He's even said it.
So did JJ. I
So
never
Brett
thought
Brown,
was a good
people
coach.
have
I think
already
it's
said
also
Brett Brown's not a good
I think
coach.
it's
He's
also the blame should be on Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid too.
A little bit.
Ben Simmons for not improving his offensive repertoire, and Embiid for not being aggressive enough.
Dude, I'm getting tired of seeing these videos of Ben Simmons shooting in the gym and all this.
Bro,
stuff.
NBA
I'm just
players
getting
make
s-
everything in
I'm
the
just getting sick
gym.
of it, and all these fans.
I'm not gonna
falling
lie.
for it.
I don't really put the blame on Ben and Joel. Like I think that
I think you have
they're
to.
playing well. I think
Nah. Well,
Yes,
Ben
Joel
Simmons can
Embiid
play
is
so
playing
much.
well.
Yeah.
Well, if he had a jumper, Ben Simmons is a lead on defense.
Ben Simmons
here.
has to play so much better on the offensive end, bro. He's like a waste of space in the fourth quarter, bro.
It's true.
Like,
Defensively,
and
he's really
Embiid,
good, though.
Yeah, Embiid's playing well, but he can be so much more dominant.
The thing is, Ben Simmons wouldn't be a waste of space if you have shooters like, let's say, like a Houston type constructed roster, where you have the shooting guard spot. Let's say like Redick, right?
So
Then Tobias. You mean Embiid? You put Simmons at the point. And
Embiid still can drop down.
Let
But
him attack the
Embiid-
basket and you kick out to the shooters.
But Embiid can shoot too, and even that you put
You still got a
it's
big
not consistent.
body.
It's
you
not
put a
consistent.
screen and roll action with Simmons and Embiid. I think that's pretty much unstoppable.
That's what they do now. They used to do that with JJ.
But
and
when you go
Tavares.
5 out,
Yeah, but
and
if
do
you
that-
if Ben Simmons, you set a screen for Ben Simmons, all he's gonna do is drop back. It's not like it doesn't really like it's not. He's not. Ben Simmons isn't aggressive enough on the screen.
yeah, but I think you just can't look at it that way because if, like, let's say
What you mean? That's what happens.
if Ben Simmons plays at the point guard spot, right, and his matchup is 6'3" or 6'4", right, it's probably what it would be.
Yeah.
If that defender drops down, Ben
he does.
Simmons can take it to him, can take it to
He
the
could
basket
post
on
up
him.
too.
But
It's not like he has no options.
If you're right, if you're the 6'4" point guard and I'm Ben Simmons and it's a screen,
I'm going
how am I
under
going
it.
to take it to the basket if the big man is waiting?
I'm going under the screen.
There's really is no space in that area.
Regardless,
like,
you gotta
yeah.
go.
But if
you're
the
a
big man,
defensive
if
player,
the
you gotta
big
go under
man
the
is
screen.
waiting and Simmons takes him to the basket, then that occupies the big man and Embiid can roll, and that's
Where he's
above
rolling,
mismatch?
but where is he rolling to if they're so close to the basket? Because if you're setting a screen for Ben Simmons, more than likely the guy is probably at the free throw line.
Yeah.
He's probably set back waiting, so he's not. He's probably really close
As
to
a
the
defensive
basket.
player, you
so you
gotta
don't
go-
have to really.
Yeah,
where's
but
he
there's a
Yeah, you
lot of
gotta go under the
space. There's a
screen.
lot of space when there's two people though, because if they're 5 out, you got two shooters here, a wing, then
But it's easy to
Simmons has all
recover.
that space to work.
But it's
The
easy to
only
recover
way,
from
the
the
only
wing
way
down.
a pick and roll could really work for Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid is if they get the switch with the guard on Joel Embiid. Because
But
if
then
I'm the primary defender, I'm going under the screen every time. And if Ben Simmons attacks, I have the big man there. I could be there.
Even
so
if
the
we-
only way that pick and roll would work is if you have
Even
a
if you switch,
a mismatch.
big man's gonna come help because he doesn't have to guard Ben
Yeah,
Simmons
that's
unless
true.
Ben cuts.
That's why you have to run it with somebody like Tobias who can screen and pop and all that other stuff.
Yeah, but Tobias is inconsistent, so it's
You
like
think
I
he's
don't
the
know.
thing is
right?
that
He's so mid.
why
He's
would
not bad, though.
Brett Brown change Simmons' position to the power forward position?
I feel
It
like he
just
should have
doesn't
done that a
make
while
sense.
Clogs up
ago.
the paint
But I just don't think it
Yeah,
makes
no,
sense.
I don't
Now you
think it
just
does
clog
either.
the paint for
for
Joel
Embiid.
Embiid.
Yeah. Now he has to go outside.
So like I think even if, because okay, you guys are talking about like switching or whatever. If they don't switch and Simmons has a mismatch on the guard, regardless, if they switch, then Embiid has a mismatch on the guard.
Yeah.
Like it's a mismatch either way. So for Brett Brown not to come up with the plan to try to maximize those two players is the problem.
Yeah.
I think that he doesn't know how to do X's and O's. So like,
He
you know,
doesn't,
he's just
bro.
like, yo, play hero ball and do your thing, because
He probably just
Philly
knows
doesn't.
how to
It
play.
looks
two
like
aren't
they don't know
heroes.
what they're
They
doing
don't.
offensively.
They just play. They literally just play.
And on defense, like you look at T.J. Warren, the explosion that he had by scoring like 53.
He was open a
Bro,
lot.
when Ben Simmons would get screened and nobody would be there to help off the screen, bro. Like nobody would be there. If T.J. Warren has already hit 6 threes, why the hell don't you have somebody stepping up and helping Simmons?
I heard some like there's some teams that run a certain type of defensive scheme. I think Phillies is like the Nets' defensive scheme when Kenny Atkinson was the coach was just to allow. It was stupid because I hated it, but it was just to allow the mid-range to 3-point shot, and the big man falls back to get the rebound, so it's not a mismatch and it's an offensive rebound. So I agree with you. If T.J. Warren's hitting 6 threes at some point in time, you have to say F that defensive plan. You got to step up
Yeah,
on
at
him because
that
he's
point.
exploding. You know, like I agree with what you're saying because I saw the highlights today and that actually stood out to me during lunch. Was like, okay, he's coming off the screen. He's having
Lunch,
wide.
he was at school.
Nah, at work.
During lunch.
During lunch at work. Nah, but like he's coming off the screen, he's popping open threes. He hit 6 in a row. I mean, there has to be a point where you step up. So I agree with that.
The thing is though,
Brett
is
Brown,
like
I don't know.
there's ways to make them be their best selves. Like you see in Houston, Mike D'Antoni staggers the minutes of Harden and Westbrook, even though that they can play perfectly fine together, but they stagger. D'Antoni staggers their minutes as well. Why isn't the same being done in Philly, where you stagger their minutes and you have a lineup with Embiid there, then you have a lineup with Simmons and 5 out and shooters all around, so Simmons has open space to get to the basket.
Right.
Because I think that if Simmons has that much open space, we won't see like him be Russell Westbrook. We'll see like that to an extent where he can just go to the basket at will.
I agree.
And he's a great enough passer to kick out to the open man. And that's what I
We
mean.
gotta figure that out, man.
It's too late to figure it out. You're in a bubble competing, man.
They got
Six.
They got 6 games left.
Yeah, they're the 6th seed. You're gonna play a tough opponent in that first round.
They might play Boston.
Oh man.
You know what's something that pissed me off like during the weekend, and I think like just during last week, each time the Pelicans would play,
Zion's minutes.
like each time the Pelicans would play, it would just
What are
it would
they
just
doing?
piss me off.
Like, what are they doing?
Well, I don't know.
They're
Do they
just
wanna make the
restricting.
playoffs
They're
or not?
restrict. I don't think they do.
So then what was the...
But they're restricting Zion's minutes because, like, I was talking to River about this. Is like, how does that help Zion not get hurt if he's just playing
hurts
3
him.
minutes? He's playing 3 minutes up tempo. Then he's taking a rest
That hurts
for like
your-
a
that hurts your
quarter.
body.
Then he's playing another 3 minutes up tempo again. Like, how does that help him not get injured? Like, for me, if you're a player that's gonna get injured, you're gonna get injured. Like,
Yeah.
it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wants to make assumptions. Like with Derrick Rose when he got injured. Oh, if Tom Thibodeau would have never kept him in a game, he would have never got injured. Yeah, that game maybe, but next game he might have done the same thing and got injured. So
You could have said the same thing about Jonathan Isaac.
They had the same injury.
I know, and you saw how much the Magic were up when he got hurt by. They were up by like 30 points.
I don't know. I just
yeah,
feel
I
like
agree.
I don't.
If
I
you're
don't.
injury prone, you're injury.
I don't
prone.
see like the sense if you trying to make the playoffs. Why limit Zion? Because you guys, let's be realistic. They aren't that good.
Who,
If
the
Zion's not
Pelicans?
playing, yeah,
No.
they're getting blown out. Like
I mean, they don't really have a shot at a title anyway. I
yeah,
mean,
but
at all.
it's that experience in that playoffs. So
but
you know,
they have a young core. I mean,
and if you
they'll
going to
be
limit
there
his
next
minutes, you might as well sit him out. Like if that
I
was the
would've-
case, yeah. If you about to sit here and play him 15, 16 minutes a game, don't play him. Like
I wouldn't
I
play
would
him.
be pissed off if I was Zion.
he is.
Yeah, I'd have been mad, frustrated. Like, why you make like? Didn't he have like 15
They're-
points in like 15 minutes?
Yeah.
the other day?
13, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, bro, I just dropped 15 and 13 minutes. You going?
I mean, but you could. I mean, you could look at it as the Pelicans are being extra careful because that's literally their franchise player right there.
bro.
But it just
I
sucks
mean, you're
for
not
the
gonna want him to
players
get
on the
hurt in a
Pelicans.
bubble when
So you
he's
gonna be careful with me forever?
no, not that. But I'm saying like you're in a bubble. You really, let's be real, they don't have a shot at making it.
So why we here?
That's why I'm confused. You know what I mean? So, but like from their point of view, they're just being extra careful. That's that was their
Honestly,
number
they
one pick.
they do have a shot at making it, and they did.
They did.
When Zion was playing.
Well,
Like,
they're not gonna make it with him playing these 7 minutes.
nah,
13
definitely
minutes a
not.
game.
They literally
But I
had a
just-
chance though.
But I just think I feel bad for the players on the Pelicans because they're on national television getting blown out. It's all about Zion. Like, nobody cares about everybody, all
About
the media
Brandon Ingram?
attention. Yeah, like Brandon Ingram is what, 22, 23? Lonzo's like 21. All these young players are getting so much media attention because of a player that's not playing. And everybody wants Zion. And I think even their coach, Alvin Gentry, is kind of pissed off. And that's another coach that's better than Brett Brown, too. Alvin
For sure.
Gentry. So,
For sure.
so like, Alvin
For
Gentry,
sure.
right? Because they asked him in an interview, like, yo, why didn't you play Zion? They're like, yo, that's what they gave us. Like, we couldn't go over that. So he's in
So
a
it's
kind
not
of,
even it's not even his decision right now.
Nah,
yeah. So he has his hands tied behind his back because he can't do anything.
he can.
That sucks. They're not gonna win. They might not win a game. Honestly,
They could win a game if they face Washington or Phoenix
Or Brooklyn.
or
Phoenix just
or
beat
Actually, they
Dallas.
are gonna play the Nets.
Or the
Oh, no,
Kings.
they are-
Phoenix
no.
just beat Dallas
by 2
Literally-
points.
Yeah, they literally just
You
beat
saw
Dallas.
Tim Hardaway break that last shot.
Nah, I honestly did.
I was watching that game. He break the
Yeah,
hell
they
out of
just
that.
beat. Oh.
But it's because
Luka.
Dallas
Now
isn't
San Antonio might make it. That's just about to kill me.
Dallas isn't good at
Spurs?
Dallas
Oh my
isn't good
God.
at holding leads in the fourth.
They're
Them
not.
or Memphis.
So who do you think is gonna make the 8th seed then? Portland, Memphis, or New Orleans? Or San Antonio? Then since we're talking about them,
Yo, Greg Popovich gets them to the playoffs. Yo,
I feel like if Greg Popovich gets them to the playoffs, and I think DeMar DeRozan does, because he's the one that like went off. Like, I think it'll be a waste because last year you missed it, and that like was
coulda
to
won
that was
that.
to keep the record
who missed
alive.
it?
The San Antonio when they played Denver in 7.
yeah, they didn't miss the playoffs.
I think they did miss the playoffs.
No,
They
they went to
Denver.
7. They
They
went to
played Denver
7 with
first
Denver. Remember?
You're right. You're
With
right.
Derek
This is
White.
the year.
Derek White was bugging that series. Yeah,
They could have won that. Realistically,
They really
coulda-
should've won
coulda
that game.
Okay. So then, yeah. So, because I thought they missed it. That's why.
Nah.
Because then it'd be
I don't
like,
blame you though.
because if you missed it last year, right, which they didn't.
What's the point of making it this
Yeah,
year?
because you already ruined the streak. Because San Antonio's been in the playoffs for like what,
What, since
20
ni-
plus years.
To 99, right?
I think this would be the year that they
Dude, they
break
haven't
it
missed
if
the
they don't
play-
make the playoffs. And that's a long time.
Nah, so in that
That's
case,
almost how old
I
we
do
are.
hope that the Spurs do make it, just
Yeah.
so they keep that streak alive.
Okay, so you who you think is gonna make it though?
Who do I think is gonna make it?
Yeah,
The Sacramento Kings.
they just lost 2 in a row.
No, I'm playing.
You were
they
saying
been
that in the
getting
beginning of the
blown
year,
out.
though.
You think you
I
was
think,
picking Sacramento to make it?
Nah, they could have.
I think Portland makes it.
What you think?
Memphis.
I think I'm gonna go.
Who's winning the game right now between Memphis and the Pelicans?
That would be 3 in a row they just dropped.
I know if Memphis loses.
The Pelicans won.
Oh my God.
I think Portland's gonna
Memphis is losing.
I think Portland's gonna end up getting in.
San Antonio's losing to
It's
Philly.
crazy because me and Joel was talking about how we think Ja Morant or Zion's gonna get in, and both of them teams are not gonna probably get in.
So Williamson had 23, 7, and 5.
Oh, they played him today.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Look how he produced.
Oh,
What did
shit.
Ja Morant
Let me
do?
see how many minutes he played.
Last time I checked, Ja Morant was having a shitty game.
John Morant had 11 points, shot 23% from the
Bet you
field.
Drew Holiday was guarding him.
He straps.
So Zion played 25 minutes.
Played 25.
Yeah.
Yo, he straps.
Drew Holiday
Remember he
played.
was doing the Donovan Mitchell the other day?
Put him in prison.
Donovan Mitchell killed him in the fourth quarter.
No, he wasn't guarding.
No, he
him.
killed
I don't know if
them,
it,
the
I don't know
team.
if it's
He's
just
guarding
me,
one
but John Morant has been playing really bad.
Yeah. Since he
I would
returned.
say aside.
Since
You
the
know who's
bubble,
been, you know who's
he's been
been,
playing
you know who's
bad.
been playing really good for them? Since the
Jaren
return,
Jackson.
Jaren Jackson's been going crazy.
Dylan Brooks been playing good too.
He's good too.
I would say aside from the last game before that one, he's been pretty shitty.
Who, Dylan Brooks?
John Morant.
Oh, John Morant, yeah.
Like the game before that, he had a good game. They lost though. It's San
Jaren
Antonio.
Jackson's going crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think it is? He's just missing shots, or they're just figuring out how to defend him?
Nah, I think it's just rust.
If you
Most part.
noticed it, he's taking more threes. I don't know why. Like today, he took like 7, 8 threes. That's
He's
not-
like 40% from 3 though.
Yeah, he's
yeah, but that's not,
inefficient.
like, his game isn't to take 7 or 8.
Nah, it's not, because I think he was taking, like, what, 2, 3 threes
Yeah,
a
I think he
game.
still doesn't have his legs back up under him. Like if you notice all his missed layups, it's like ones he usually makes. So
Saying that, no, I think I might have to pick Portland.
I want Portland.
Yo,
to get in.
Nurkic came back, he looked good.
I want Portland to get in, bro.
Nurkic
Nurkic
is
is
playing
underrated.
well.
He's an underrated piece.
Hassan
man.
Whiteside barely plays now.
It's too bad they're gonna lose to the Rockets Tuesday. They gotta find another way to get in,
Oh my god.
but it's not gonna be
Who's
against the
guarding
Rockets.
Lillard?
Who's guarding Harden?
Who's guarding Lillard?
Who's
though?
guarding Westbrook?
Who's guarding CJ?
Who's guarding, yeah, who's guarding CJ?
Harden.
Who's guarding
That's
Melo?
easy.
Harden can got.
Who's guarding Melo?
Who's guarding
Come on, bro.
Covington?
I
Straps.
love Melo, but
Straps.
Melo was playing actually really good the other day.
He had a bad game yesterday
Yeah.
against Boston. They could have beat Boston. They
came
should have
back.
beat Boston.
so Portland. So you would
I'm
want
picking
them to
Portland.
match up with the Lakers? You think
Yeah,
that'd
good
be the
matchup.
best matchup?
I think that's the only team out of those bubble teams that can get a game or two in.
with the most experience too. I mean, you
You
have
got
playoff
Dame
run.
in them, yeah, bro.
CJ.
Like they can.
Are you
Nurkic.
still taking the Lakers seriously after losing to Toronto, getting
Why
blown
not?
out by
It's one game.
Toronto?
It's one game.
Because they kind of figured out how to defend LeBron. They trapped him, and they had defenders to throw at him. OG is a good defender.
I mean,
I
LeBron
know.
cooked him in
He-
Cleveland, so I
He
remember
cooked
that.
Pascal too.
Yeah.
But those
Um,
they weren't.
I
who
would
they are
say
now.
it's one game, so I'm not about to sit here and say I don't take LA serious, but I'm definitely concerned because the last 2 games they've been pretty bad offensively, especially LeBron. So I'm definitely concerned about how they're gonna go moving forward. Like I think teams are starting to learn how to guard LeBron on this Lakers team, but I'm still confident they can make a run. But Toronto, they put LA on notice. 'Cause
Are they still the underdogs?
First of all, did you guys see?
Are they still the underdogs?
Yeah, I don't know what he'd be talking
They're
They
about.
not
are
the-
the underdogs.
First of all,
Oh my God!
Did you
yo, this
did
guy.
y'all see how they put AD in prison? Like they were like that was him and LeBron was getting locked
That'll be a
up bad.
matchup nightmare for them. Ibaka and Gasol
Mhm.
on AD.
He can't do it because Ibaka could go out there. So,
Ibaka wasn't too far from winning a Defensive Player of the Year in OKC.
He was
And
averaging like
Gasol
3
has
blocks a
one.
game.
you know they could.
He
So
didn't
what are you
deserve
taking?
that.
Are you taking Toronto seriously?
I think now, yes. I think now they put me on notice. I'm like, okay. It was more about the
They won
defense.
today, right?
They
beat
won
Miami?
today, yeah.
It was more about the defense, really. Like it was really more. I didn't realize how good they was defensively. Like they was really like on their shit defensively.
Yo, Nick Nurse.
Like, even when they played Miami today, they was killing them defensively. They locked
No,
them
Miami
up.
came back though.
Yeah,
Miami
they-
shot like 23% from 3, I think.
Yeah,
Something like that.
That's
It was a
and
number like
Miami's a 3-point shooting team,
Yo.
so I like Toronto
Nurse, yo.
defensively.
that. Nick Nurse is the best coach in the NBA.
By far.
Hands down.
And that's
I don't
by
know why Mike Budenholzer won and so
Probably 'cause
did
he-
Billy Donovan.
Probably because he won. He got first seed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mike
I get
Budenholzer
it.
is a great coach.
No,
though.
he is. I get it, but Nick Nurse should have won Coach of the Year.
Nah, Nick Nurse to me is by far the best coach.
You
Because
gotta
didn't,
remember though, the Bucks have every statistic.
didn't Mike Budenholzer win it last year too?
But as a team, though,
Yeah.
Bucks like historically, he was gonna win it because the way they're just cruising through the season and the way that
they went from the 7th seed to the number 1 seed.
Yeah, they're leading all these categories as a team. So I know Nick Nurse probably deserves it. I mean, Bill Donovan probably got it because they weren't expected to make the playoffs. So
yeah, but still, like
Yeah.
I don't think how can you give a coach that has his team in the 5th/6th seed the coach of the year?
Because you
Like,
saw their
it's-
percentage to make the playoffs from ESPN and all these other outlets.
I thought they were gonna make the playoffs. I
Nah,
never
they
thought
weren't a bad
OKC
team.
wasn't
They
going
weren't a
to.
bad
it's just
team.
like what they projected OKC to not make it. So that's how it looks. It's
Yeah.
like all right, what he
Like
exceeded
I thought they
expectations.
were gonna make the playoffs, and that was before Shai like broke out. I thought they would have made the playoffs if Shai was just a role player, averaging like 13,
His
14.
20 points per game help a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Chris
now.
Paul's.
They wouldn't have been 8th seed if Shai was just averaging 13 or 14. Because if Shai averages that, Chris Paul averages 20. Chris Paul steps up if Shai doesn't step up.
Yeah.
You got Danilo averaging 18.
I don't know. I think you're
Steven
you're
Adams
trying to
is a good
discredit-
big.
You're discrediting Shai a little bit.
No,
too
I'm
much.
not discrediting Shai. I'm just saying that
His
OKC
jump-
Bottom of
would've
the
still
line
made
is
it.
he's averaging
His
20 and
jump
they made it.
helped that team. Like Shaw's jump helped that team immensely. Like they got that 1-2 punch in the backcourt with Chris Paul and Shaw. So I don't know. Maybe not. But what are they, 6 seed? So what, they'd have dropped 8th? Who knows? I mean, Shaw's a really good player though. It's one of my favorites.
So who do you think Toronto can beat out of the contenders? Do you think they can beat Milwaukee in the series?
Milwaukee, that's how you say it. Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, it's the same thing.
After last night, like if I'm judging it off last night,
They can beat them.
Judging it off just how you feel, if
How
they
I
can
feel?
beat them in a series.
Milwaukee, you said
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you 4 teams. Do you think they can beat the Lakers in a series?
no.
No.
Do you think they can beat the Clippers in a series?
No.
Can they beat Houston in the series?
No.
No.
Can they beat
No.
Milwaukee in a series?
No.
You don't think so?
No. But now, do I think it would be a
Close series.
close
Think
series?
it'll go to 7?
7? Not with all of them. I think
It
at
can go
the
to 7
end,
with
I think at the
Milwaukee.
end of the day, star power is gonna matter. And
I think they can go to 7 with LA, the Lakers.
I think they can too. I think in the end, game 7 though, I would never bet against LeBron.
I think they could beat the Lakers in a series.
I don't think they. No.
No way.
So I
really
do
think star
so.
power matters in the playoffs, and like they have the 2 players that are by far way
Wait,
better.
hold
than
on.
Pascal.
But their defense is just out of this
True.
world.
Hold on.
Oh,
Didn't
man.
the
Oh, shit.
Raptors?
Oh, shit.
Nah, didn't the Raptors beat the Lakers early on in the year too? Really
Yeah,
bad?
they haven't beat them like 9 straight times.
Yeah, the Lakers haven't won 9 straight times.
They got to get there first.
I think they'll go 7 with LA. I just wouldn't bet against LeBron
No
in the
way.
game
I'm not
7.
betting against LeBron.
But after
game.
what you've seen from OG, you feel comfortable putting OG to guard Giannis and building the wall?
No.
I do.
No.
I think OG could contain Giannis from getting to the basket a little bit. OG's strong. He's really strong.
I can't wait for the playoffs.
He's a really good defender.
Now he is. I've said he's a good defender.
Yeah.
And he
He's a
can
good
shoot the
shooter,
ball.
too.
They have
He's a
mad players that
perfect-
shoot
he's a
40%
perfect
from 3.
He's a perfect 3-and-D player.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel comfortable. It's just Giannis and LeBron play so different. Giannis is mad aggressive. So he's going to keep attacking. LeBron is sometimes become complacent.
He's gonna rely
take
on
the
his
jump
jumper.
shot. Yeah, that little stupid move. That move is horrible.
But he makes it though.
Yeah, but it's horrible. Like, everybody can agree that shit is horrible.
When he looks at the ball. and
Yeah,
just
like it's
I
so
don't like
whack, but that's his go-to move. I don't think they could beat Houston though, because I am not comfortable with the matchup of either Kyle Lowry or Fred VanVleet guarding James Harden.
I think Houston can beat them just because that'll force Toronto to go small.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if they go small, I
You think Tucker can guard
Houston
Siakam?
can beat them.
Yes,
You think Tucker can guard Siakam?
yes, yeah. They could probably put if
Covington could guard Siakam. I
If they
think.
go 5 out, they'll probably put Pascal at the 5.
Yeesh.
He's about 6'10". OG.
So
Norman
Robert
Powell.
Covington on Siakam, Lowry on Westbrook, Van Vliet on Harden.
That's the matchup
God,
I'm not
Van
comfortable
Vliet
with.
Or
on
they
Harden.
put OG on Harden.
They have
or
to.
OG.
I'm not comfortable.
He
No
said Van
offense to
Vliet
Fred.
on
No, Van Vliet plays good defense. I'm just not comfortable with that matchup. Like, that's OD. Like, no, Harden's gonna kill him, bro.
Harden's gonna kill anybody.
No, but
bro.
that's bad though. Like, I would rather OG on
Vliet
Harden.
on Harden.
Yeah,
So if they play small ball, then what? Norman Powell is on the
you can
lineup
put him
too.
on
Harden.
Robert.
Norman
Co-
Powell
you
is
can put him
strapping
on
Harden.
PJ or Robert Covington.
Norman Powell is strapping Harden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, wait, let me see. Who the point guard? Westbrook. So Kyle Lowry, OG on Harden. Who's the 3 for them when they go small?
Eric Gordon or Daniel House
You could put.
Let's
That's
just
where
put
you
Eric Gordon.
You could put Fred VanVleet there.
on Eric Gordon.
Yeah, you can put him there. Who's at the 4?
Robert Covington.
You can
Robert
put Norman
Covington.
Powell there, and then you could put Pascal at the 5.
With
Or if you
On
want
PJ.
or if you want Pascal to play D, you can switch him to the 1. Doesn't and put I guess Kyle Lowry on Robo. Like yeah, it don't really matter. I just know I'm not putting.
Those
Fred
are guys
Van,
that can't get their own shot, so that's why
I'm just
feel
not putting
comfortable
Fred
with it.
VanVleet on James Harden.
I'm not putting their backcourt on James
Yeah,
Harden.
they're too small. Like James Harden is really like big as hell. I'm not. OG got to go there, bro.
And they're gonna get in foul trouble trying to guard him.
OG
bro.
has to go there.
But I don't know. I think that if they face Houston, they wouldn't like just play straight man to man. I think they'd play a kind of a zone.
Like the
3,
way they
2,
play
2,
Harden.
3.
I mean the way they play Curry. That
Nick
makes
Nurse
Not a
is-
boxing one. Hell
But
no.
the thing is,
Just go zone.
yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
Nick Nurse is a great defensive coach.
If
So.
they
He'll
play,
figure it
if they,
out.
if they
Yeah,
play
he'll
boxing
figure-
one against Harden in the finals, Harden is gonna cook them because they only played boxing one on Curry because there was no
Boxing one is
shooters.
meant to stop that player.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
All
but
eyes are
boxing
on
one,
the ball
boxing
handler.
one is meant to stop the player, but because other players aren't a threat to score or shoot.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Your players really aren't a threat. Like
To shoot, yes, they
it's
are.
a shoot, but like in a boxing one, most guys are planted. And they're all long, so OG is able if he's
If
down
they go
low,
small,
yeah. If OG's down low, he's able to get to the corner and contest. Same with Pascal; they're pretty big, so I wouldn't do it though. Boxing one on hard, I wouldn't do it. Like I think you just got to trap him, and whatever happens, happens. You got to just live with
The
the
double
results.
team?
Yeah, just live with the results. Against LA, do the same thing they did last night. Against Milwaukee, same thing with OG at the
Well,
top.
build the wall.
Yeah, against the Clippers, I guess they could probably go man to man. If they run that Lou Will, PG, Kawhi,
Harold.
who else is in that lineup?
Shamet.
Shamet? Oh, Marcus Morris. If they run that lineup,
He
yeah.
sucks.
The Toronto could go man to man with them and just whatever happens, happens. So, because Kyle Lowry, Lou Will, VanVleet, I wouldn't put him on Paul George. I'll put him on Marcus Morris.
Man,
I'll put OG and Pascal. I'll throw them two on the big guys, Kawhi and PG. No, Pascal's
You gotta
Montrez.
put OG on Kawhi, bro.
Yeah, damn.
That's
So where's
what you-
Norman? Oh, I would put Terrence Davis in then.
He's
oh,
good.
yeah. You,
I'll
could
Terrence
just,
Davis
sub
isn't
Terrence.
bad. He's
I know he
pretty
is.
good.
I'll just sub Terrence Davis.
you could probably take out Fred and put it Norman and Terrence Davis.
But Fred, he
You need those 18 points per game.
He
And
scores,
you need that
bro.
playmaking. He's tough.
He's
You
clutch.
got to keep him in the game.
Yeah, you need,
He's
I would
nice.
just put Terrence Davis and take Norman Powell out. Realistically,
But Norman
But
Powell
you're
gives
li-
you 16.
Yeah, off the
That's
bench
true.
with
I
improved
just
shooting.
ride with it. Whatever
Slashing,
happens,
defending.
Because Norman Powell's not a bad
The
defender.
Raptors have a really deep team.
They do.
They have a really deep team.
They do.
So you guys know that this Thursday is the deadline for NFL players to opt out of the season.
Sheesh.
So I'm not sure who did anybody opt out from Philly from the season.
No. I know our coach got it.
The
Your coach Doug Peterson.
He got it.
He laughing.
Nah, it's just like funny how they getting it so fast. He said he's gonna coach from video chat. Yeah, so
Wow. So look, I'm looking at the Patriots.
To win.
Every single opt out from the Patriots. Matt LaCrosse, their tight end who doesn't matter. Brandon Bolden, fullback Danny Vitale, wide receiver Marcus Lee, guard Najee
Marquise Lee.
Torin,
can you just name
Right.
important people? Please?
right. I'm just gonna name everybody. Right tackle Marcus Cannon, linebacker Dante Hightower, Patrick
good.
Chung.
Wow. Hightower and Chung?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Bum ass niggas.
And Jordan Reed, they wanted to get him, but he went to San Francisco.
Damn.
The tight end.
Yeah.
And the
tough.
He
Jets,
just
C.J.
hurts
Mosley opt
He's
out.
always hurt.
C.J.
I know,
Mosley
that's
opt out. For
huge.
the Jets.
Damn. You was
That's
just all
huge.
talking all
That's
CJ,
huge.
CJ.
That's huge.
So
bro.
now that C.J. Mosley is opted out from the Jets and all these opt outs from the Patriots, do you think that the Bills are gonna win the AFC East easily?
I think this is the best chance. With the Patriots losing,
Thank you.
the Patriots losing a lot of that defense, and obviously you guys just lost
And a
C.J.
very
Mosley.
important defensive piece.
Yeah, you guys are still
And
trying.
with the Dolphins, they're rebuilding. Not really worried.
You guys are
about
bringing in new guys too on offense. So the Dolphins are just the Dolphins. I think
That's
this is
if
the
we
best.
have a season.
This is just the. We're probably gonna have a season. This is the
We'll
best chance
see.
for the Bills to do it. You said they got an easy schedule too, right?
The Bills are gonna win.
Yeah.
No, the Bills have a hard schedule.
Oh, they have a hard
do they?
schedule.
Yeah.
So I mean, if
the
they
Bills have a pretty hard
if they
schedule.
keep going on the projection,
if nobody opted out with the same roster,
and they got a
in the
young
playoffs,
team. So guys, if the guys come back and get better,
and they got Stephon Diggs.
yeah, the Bills.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, they should make it.
So look, this is their schedule. They face the Jets.
Oh,
That's
W.
No, that's a
1-0.
division game.
They face
Yep.
Miami.
2-0.
2-0. They face the Rams.
I
Yeah,
say,
maybe 50-50. Keep
I
going.
say 3-0.
3-0. They face the Raiders.
4-0.
4-0.
They face the Titans.
5-1. 5-1. They're gonna lose.
4-1.
4-1,
4-1.
bro.
Pardon me.
Kansas City.
Oh, 4-2.
Yeah.
The Jets.
5-2.
The Patriots.
6-2.
The Seahawks.
6-3.
The Cardinals.
That's a 50-50.
They could lose that
Where
game.
is it at?
It's at Arizona.
6-4.
The Chargers.
6-5.
The 49ers.
6-6.
The Steelers.
6-7.
You think they
The
lose the
Broncos.
If they're healthy, yeah.
The Broncos.
Could beat them.
Where?
At Denver.
6-8.
The Patriots at New England.
7-8. Wow.
Miami.
8-8. Wow, you got them finishing 8-8.
Yeah.
You don't think the Jets can take one game from them? Just ask this division game. Those are never easy games.
That is true.
I think the Jets can beat them once.
You guys didn't beat them last year, though.
No, we
Yeah,
did.
You did?
Week
Yeah.
17, yeah.
Oh,
We
really?
should have beat them
Oh,
twice.
week
We should have beat them
17.
twice.
Yeah, you guys choked that first
That
time.
16-0 lead in the fourth. Oh man, that game was terrible.
Now, I honestly
was at
think
that
if
game.
we're taking into account all of the opt-outs from the AFC East, if the Bills don't make the
They suck.
playoffs, that's a bad season for them because this division is probably gift wrapped for them.
Mhm.
From like the Jets weren't people don't even have the Jets making the playoffs at all. They
Right.
have them finishing third seed. There's some people that have them finishing
Last.
fourth. Yeah.
Oh my
Sheesh.
god.
So
suck.
and then the Patriots, they got Cam, but their offensive weapons are still pretty bad. Their
Yeah.
offensive line, their right tackle is not going to be there, and their defense, Patrick Chung and Dante Hightower aren't going to be there.
So it sounds like you guys are going to make the playoffs again.
Maybe we don't know yet. We'll see.
Well,
But-
you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, we know.
I just
We-
hope CJ
we
moves.
know.
I wish he played.
He opted out. Once it's Thursday, he can't opt back in, right? Like after Thursday?
I mean, after Thursday, nobody can opt out. That's what it means.
You can opt back in, though?
You
I don't know,
could.
to
It's
be
your
honest.
decision.
It might be. I'm not sure, but I know that you just can't opt out.
And the NBA
anymore.
players opted out, but then opted in, right?
But they have to have a reason. They just go home and come back.
Oh.
They don't like opt out. You had to opt out before you
You
went
guys
to
think we're
Vegas.
having a football season?
That's a good question.
I don't think there should be one.
Me
The way
neither.
they're not like
Me neither.
they're not doing anything to like help to
Imagine
matter.
superstar
Like, they're
players
just,
opt out, the ratings and everything. are gonna go
Odell
down.
said he's playing. He was talking all that, yo, they don't care about us stuff, and he said I'm still playing.
I mean, that's what Lou Will did and Dwight Howard
Yeah.
when they put out their
They
statements.
just be chatting like he's still playing. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's still playing.
Yeah, baseball is out of whack. So I don't know. NFL.
Baseball players are getting infected.
I hope we play. I hope we
right.
have a season. But
Baseball might.
The
end,
thing is,
bruh.
though, is that the reason why, like, I was excited for the football season
of
earlier,
course you are. You love it.
but now
Football's
I'm
fun.
not really excited because with all these opt outs, there's gonna be a team to win the Super Bowl
That doesn't
because
deserve it?
so many players opted out. Like I feel like
won't be the Jets.
it's just not
Jets
not
football.
fair all around. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like a
What's-
regular season.
What's a big name that opted out?
Dante Hightower from the
CJ
Patriots.
Mosley's a big name.
CJ.
I'm
is
talking about
big
like a
name.
household, like everybody knows.
I mean, if you're a football fan, you should know who CJ Mosley is.
a lot of people really don't. You think about
He
it.
was mad.
Like everybody
nice.
knows
He
Patrick
was mad
Mahomes.
nice on the Ravens.
Broncos starting right tackle Jawan James.
I don't think a lot of people know him.
So I'm
CJ?
looking at the list
I'm
right
talking
now.
about Juwan James.
Nah, I know who Jawan James.
No, I know you do. I'm saying like a casual fan. You think would know C.J. Mosley?
Kansas City's O
Nah,
lineman.
Like he's all the way in Arizona. I don't think.
Kansas City's guard Devin Funches.
I know him.
I know him too.
Marquise Goodwin from the Eagles.
Yeah.
He said he had he opted out because of family. He didn't want.
Michael Pierce from the Vikings. Marcus Cannon
He
from the
opted out?
Patriots. Yeah.
Wow.
Um,
They signed him for nothing.
Eddie Goldman from the Bears. Jawan James, I just said that. Damian Williams from the Chiefs.
He's not bad.
Nate Soldier from the Giants.
Yeah, doesn't he suck?
I think he's decent. He doesn't suck, but he's like not that good. He's like average. He's not garbage.
He's not that good. Oh man, all
gonna
these
be a
opt-outs,
boring
bro.
football
Yeah, it's
season.
gonna be.
And I
trash.
feel like there's gonna be way more before Thursday. So
Yeah.
I
It's like, I
wouldn't
don't know.
have a football season.
on
I
the
would-
Patriots, Starlet to Louis, and I think this
The
other
tight
dude.
end?
Yeah, I think EJ
Taleli?
Gaines opted
Taleli?
out.
They just lost everybody.
Yeah, bro. It just shouldn't be a football season.
Absolutely.
I feel like baseball's gonna end within the next week or
But
two.
the reason I feel like there shouldn't be a football season is because they haven't came up with any plan to protect the
Yeah,
players.
facts.
like the NBA with the
They're
bubble
just,
and all
yeah,
that.
they're
Yeah.
just letting it happen. Like,
Yeah, like they're like you're gonna play in the regular stadium, go on planes, like
Well,
You-
the Raiders said they're having nobody in the stadium, like no fans.
Not yet, but it's like you're
That's how
still traveling
it's
though.
mandatory though.
You're still gonna be outside. It's not a bubble like the NBA had it,
I like.
and the
that.
NFL
The
has
bubble was
known.
fire.
It's too many people in the NFL to have a bubble, though, right?
Oh my
If you think
god,
about
there's
it?
55 men roster.
Yeah, like it's way too many people
Like,
to
you
have
got the
a
practice
bubble.
squad.
Like,
You got the practice squad.
in the
and
NBA, they're all literally in the same place. So
and
you
there's
really,
only teams that are competing.
yeah, so you really can't get infected because you see the same people every day. So if you're not
and
infected,
you're
it's like,
not leaving the bubble.
yeah, like NFL, how are you really gonna have a bubble with all it? Like everybody can't play in the same field, so it's like, how are they even gonna do
Yeah, the
that? Like,
bubble's
how would
probably
you do it?
I don't know. That's why I feel like they shouldn't have it.
Yeah,
because
like-
you got to think about the roster. You got to think about the coaches, assistant coaches, the coordinators, the training staff,
That's mad.
all this
people,
other
bro.
stuff.
Practice squad, everybody.
Yeah, it's over for the football.
But they
shouldn't
could have
have
came
it.
up with a plan for a long time. They just didn't come up with anything.
They probably
Who's
thought it
your
was gonna get
commissioner?
better.
Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell,
What is
yeah.
he doing?
They probably thought it was gonna get better. But
They probably thought it was gonna go away
Yeah.
by now. I mean, we all thought it was gonna go away by now. It's
Is
still
there gonna
going
be a
on.
spike
man, that
too
took a
in the
month
fall?
off work.
They're saying it.
Yeah,
it can
I
be.
heard Jersey might be on lockdown again in a week or two.
Who cares, bro? I don't think so. We're doing
No,
pretty
I
good.
heard that. I heard that. Yeah, but they're doing a lockdown for the second wave just in case.
I think they said that we're not gonna open up. Like we're gonna, regardless of what everybody else is doing, we're gonna stay to our plan and keep to what we're doing.
We're doing
Honestly,
good.
bro, it really doesn't matter for me because even when the corona happened and things shut down, like my life has remained normal as fuck, bro. Like I still go to work every day.
Yeah, we
Me
haven't
too.
stopped
Like-
working.
Oh, me, yeah.
Like my life has literally remained normal as fuck,
Bro,
bro.
I kid you not. We went to work and they said, "Bro, you're not stopping." Like,
Yeah,
they
so like
said,
it's,
"Bro,
it
it's
doesn't really
regular."
You guys
matter.
aren't even essential workers, right? Or are you?
Technically, we are
Now we are
Oh, you are?
because
Sure.
we have to secure the building.
because our building is
Okay,
essential.
okay.
That's really what
Okay,
it was.
okay.
Damn, they should up
but
our
even
pay.
if, because like let's say
I don't get up paid.
no, because like banks, security guards for banks, they're not essential because banks aren't really open. They just started opening up. Some banks weren't open, so they wouldn't be working. But like supermarket security guards, they're
Of
essential.
course,
like
that's essential.
apartment buildings, they're essential, and of course us.
damn, that
Like school
sucks, though.
security guards, they're done. Like there's wraps for them. So like, but us, we valid.
Yeah, but literally my life has remained mad normal, bro. Like I go to work, come home,
I mean,
and
the
that's
only
pretty
thing I
much it.
couldn't do.
I still play basketball, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
that's I already know.
Yeah, at
like,
first it was like we just couldn't go to the courts or go swimming and stuff like that. Now we could go play ball.
I didn't even go swimming before. Like
You
I
like
don't.
swimming?
I don't think it's not that I don't like it.
Went to the
I just
beach
don't
a
think I
couple
remember
times.
the last time I went swimming.
Yeah, I went to the, we saw you at the beach. Yeah, you're a funny guy.
You saw me at the beach.
Yeah,
You were there.
Took a vid.
Hawthorne? Oh, pardon me. He said we saw you at the beach.
Nah,
and you
you
were there.
took
I
the
saw a
vid.
couple people from high school there
For
at
real?
the beach.
Yeah, everybody goes to the beach. Now the beach cool.
That beach is fire.
Only
Nah,
thing I-
everybody's been going out and treating it like the virus isn't going on, and that's why it's spiking right now.
In Jersey?
Yeah.
the only
Again?
thing I do is I'm just mad that I can't eat in a restaurant. I got to take my food out. That really bothers me. Like-
Nah, there's some places you can eat outdoor
Well,
restaurants.
now they're doing that. At first, it was like, yo, take out. I'm just like, it makes me not want your food anymore. Because restaurants, I want to eat inside.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, I've been craving to go to like a Red Lobster
Yo, I don't want to take that outside. Like,
and get their biscuits, bro. Their biscuits are mad
I heard their
good.
biscuits are A1.
they're the greatest things ever. The biscuits,
Better than Popeyes.
eat by far. Top tier.
Popeyes is fast food.
Yeah.
Like,
But you like it though.
You like Popeyes?
I don't.
I don't like
What?
Popeyes.
You don't like Popeyes?
I don't like
I like
Popeyes
the
better than.
biscuits.
I don't like Popeyes better than KFC.
Oh my God, you're
KFC is
nasty.
bad eats.
Yo, you're sick.
You know what's the worst eats? White Castle by
No,
far.
you're bugging.
That's the
It's
worst
Taco
eats
Bell.
of all
White
time.
Castle's is OD.
White Castle's not that bad.
Ugh.
Yeah,
The
it's actually
mozzarella
good.
sticks are mad good for me.
Yeah, nah, the chicken rings are mad. Yo, we're off topic. What the
Yeah, you're talking about White Castle.
Now the show, basically that's all the topics.
Oh, all right. So just chop it up. Nah, yeah, White Castles is tough though. I like White Castles.
Nah, man.
Burger King, yo, people sleep
Burger
on
King
Burger
is so
King.
good.
Yeah, like,
they
people really sleep on Burger King.
The
for
fries
no
are
reason.
amazing.
It's the burgers for me, bro.
Now the fries are the best fries out of every single fast food.
I know.
No,
No.
it's McDonald's fries right there. right? That McDonald's right there has the best fries.
McDonald's
bro.
fries aren't better than Burger King's.
You're
bro.
crazy.
They're
Have those
really
McDonald's
not.
fries. You have those over there. I know you did. Those are top tier
Bro,
fries.
Burger King's fries are mad thick. Like they're
Hey,
mad.
yo.
Nah, they're good though.
No, but they're mad thick and they're
Those-
like crunchy.
Bro,
I
Jason,
live
you
by a
know about-
McDonald's and a Burger King.
JC, you know about those fries, bro.
Ah, good.
Yeah,
Nah,
they're
you know what's the
But you
worst
gotta have
fries?
Burger King
Wendy's
fries.
has the worst fries.
Wendy's is nasty.
Wendy's
Fries?
fries are
No
the
way.
worst.
I don't
No
like
way.
Wendy's like that.
No way.
I think they're the
Wendy's
worst.
fries are
I'll
so
only
good.
eat it.
Like literally, I'll take the 4 for $4 and I would not eat the fries.
Yo, it's good?
Yo, I swear to God, I get the 4 for and I
it
give my
fucking
fries away.
sucks, bro.
How
I
about
hate
how
the
about
fries.
Checkers?
Ah, I
I've
hate
never
it.
been
It's
there.
top one, bro. You gotta go.
It makes
Oh
my
my
it makes me
God, I
shit,
love
bro.
Checkers.
Like, it makes
Banana
my-
King's fries aren't that bad.
I don't eat Banana King food.
Yeah,
I
I don't go to
drink.
Banana King for fries, bro.
I just get their drink. and
I
that
go over
shit.
there for the
How
combo
about
comes with fries.
how about
though.
Sonic?
Overrated.
I never had it. Actually, no, I did.
Nah, Sonic's
It's
not
okay.
that bad.
It's not that good though. Like the way the prices is, bro. It's like $6 for a big ass burger, and it's not that good. Like that's the same. Like it's like smash burgers.
That's good though.
It's overrated though.
Habit is really good.
All right, we're gonna wrap up the show though. Thank you, thank you guys for watching Pick Us Out podcast. Comment under every segment or just on the official show. We'll see you next time.